If you are new to SEO or are beginning to learn SEO, you have come to the right place. Don't skip the video and watch until the end, and I'll show you the basics you won't find anywhere else. My name is Aditya and I am an SEO manager and SEO consultant for brands. And I'm very proud to say that I learned SEO myself. And I'm going to help you do the same. In this video, we are going to learn the basics of SEO. So shall we start? The first thing we are going to learn here is to understand what is SEO. I probably can say that you may already know SEO stands for search engine optimization, but is that it? Definitely no. SEO is a set of process or guidelines that help a web page or a website or content rank better on search engines. So by following these guidelines, we ensure that Google or any other search engines are able to discover, understand, and rank our content better. Now let's take an example to understand SEO further. Let's imagine that you are a tour agent who is selling flight tickets. So if someone is searching for flight tickets from A to B or B to C, you want your website to be there. And as we know, on Google search, there are only 10 results on the first page, and as data suggests, people do not like to visit the second page of Google. And there are comments that people say that second page of Google is the best place to hide dead bodies. So the only place you want your business to show up is on the first page and definitely on the top results. And how do you do that is something where SEO comes in. So that's the process which will help your website to rank better and higher compared to your competitors. So you might wonder, what is the difference between then SEO and paid marketing? Why can't we just pay to Google or any other search engine to help our content rank better on their platform? The only difference there is for paid marketing, you have to pay certain dollars to help search engines rank your content or show your content when the query is made. On the other hand, SEO only takes time and it's totally free to get all the visitors and the users from the search engine directly to your website or app or a video site. So now as we have understood what is SEO, the second thing we are going to understand is how search engines work. But I would like to share my experience on this part. When I was learning SEO, I focused a lot on understanding and reading the documentation of Google and Bing on how their crawlers work, the technicalities, and etc., which I definitely believe I should have invested the time somewhere else. But we cannot change the past, and that is not our topic. So let's stick to the topic and understand how search engines work. Search engines perform 3 tasks continuously. That is 1. Crawling, 2nd, indexing, and 3rd one is ranking. So let's understand what is crawling. Search engines as Googlebot, Bingbot find web pages and through links. Now these links can be found from different sources, which I'm going to explain later. So these search engines find the links where they download the data and parse it and understand the content and crawl all the links which they can, which then is going to be saved in their database, which is called indexing. So as the word suggests, indexing is something you are indexing somewhere. So all the data that Google downloaded previously is going to cache and index it in its database. And based on the algorithm that Google or search engine engineers have made and going through the AI and the machine learning, Google or other search engines will perform their algorithm to rank the content. So it doesn't mean that if I create a page for cheap flights from New York that I'm going to rank for it instantly, because definitely search engines are quite well with understanding the authority, and there are so many other factors that a web page has to go through. So the way search engine bots discover our content is via 3 major sources. The first one is via XML sitemaps. So this is a very recommended way of submitting all the active links of a web page to Google or search engines to help them discover the content. The second thing is via internal links. Now, let's take an example of, let's say we are going to buy Nike shoes. And on the website there is a page for Nike shoes, but then we might have an interest to buy black Nike shoes. So from the Nike shoes page there is an internal link going to black Nike shoes. So that is how we can let Google know that these two pages are linked, which is also called hyperlink, and that helps Google to crawl from one page to another page, and which is also covered in the crawling part. The third way Google or other search engines find content is via external site. And so let's take an example of when someone in the media talks about a company or shares something about the company, Googlebot is discovering their website, and from their website Googlebot or Bingbot discovered the content from your website, which then it will follow the same process as I was sharing in the how search engines work, following crawling, indexing, and ranking, and then Google is going to store all the data for your website. So now you're feeling quite comfortable with SEO, and this is the right time to indulge and understand the different types of SEO being done in the industry right now. And for SEO, there are three different parts which we're going to talk about. First being white hat, second gray hat, and black hat. So the first, as the name suggests, white hat is the ethical and the process that Google has created or other search engines have shared in their guidelines on what we need to do in order to get better results and to rank better on search engines. The second is gray hat, where we are following the guidelines, but we are doing something that is trying to trick the search engines. The third, black hat, is totally tricking the search engines or finding the loopholes to rank our content as fast as we can. But Google is always improving its algorithm, and saying that black hat and gray hat is total waste of time unless you are expert of it. So I guess the only way we can do SEO, or the way we can compete and be better at it, is by following the guidelines the search engines have set. With that in mind, we are going to learn the different branches of SEO. Now, when people talk about SEO, since SEO is not a thing, it's just a process, there are different parts attached to it. The first being on-page SEO. The second is technical SEO, and the third is off-page SEO. Oftentimes, people also say that SEO has two parts, on-page and off-page, where technical SEO is part of the on-page. I'm not going to explain in detail about what is on-page SEO or what is off-page SEO, though what we are going to learn the basic of it. The on-page SEO is the part where we control all the elements on our website to help Google or search engine bots understand our content so they can discover and rank our content well. Technical SEO is where we let Google discover and make sure that Google is able to see the content exactly as an end user sees the content. So take an example, we have a web page, and on the web page we embed a video, we added a video, but the video is visible to users, but actually it's not visible to Google. And if it's not visible to Google, Google is not going to take consideration of that video, and it's not going to give you any benefits from that video. So it's a total waste of time. And that is where technical SEO comes in to help you whether or not search engine bots can understand and see the content. The third part, which is the most important, or I would also say the most difficult part, is off-page SEO. Often off-page SEO is included with backlinking, digital PR, where we are trying to build the authority of the website via different sites, getting links from different sites to talk about our website so that Google or search engine bots can understand that we have an authority in the industry and the content we have or the web pages we have are the best results for the given query. So for an example, if you have, as we talked about the flight services, let's say the page is flights from New York to Delhi. Now, if someone searches from New York to Delhi, there are 5 different pages serving the same content. The way Google can rank your content better than your competitors is by understanding that your content has more relevancy and more authority. And the authority is coming from the off-page part, where other websites, let's say Forbes or other publications, are linking to your web page. So before ending this video, I would like to make a statement whether SEO is easy. And I would also like to give the answer: it's definitely not. If SEO was that easy, then anyone can start the blog or website today and rank their content the next day and earn the money or get the business. But SEO, as I shared, is a process, it's a guideline where it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, it gives you a lot of understanding, and definitely you will be learning a lot while you are following this process. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you like the video, give a thumbs up, and do share in the comment if there was anything that was not clear or anything is in a specific you would like to learn about SEO. I'll be creating a lot of videos on SEO and the things that I have been doing and the way I'm getting results for the clients that I work with. So thanks again, and see you in another video. Bye.